I believe women in society are not treated the same way as men, mostly because this is a man-driven world, but you get what I'm trying to say. This is not feminism, this is the stereotypes. Feminism deals with the equality of the sexes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stereotypes of a female and why it is occurring.
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
I do believe so, yes. I don't feel stereotyped, but society does.
Yes, because I feel like every time you want to do something that's more quote unquote manly, they'll always be like, oh, well, do you need like help with it? Or like, they'll be like, oh no, you can't do it because you're not strong enough or you're not manly. For example, if you want to say you want to join a sport or something, or they probably think, oh, I'm much better than you because I'm a guy, I'm much stronger.
For example, um, we would be hanging out and they're telling me, oh, you can't do that because you're a girl. Or they would say, oh, is it, like if I'm in a bad mood, they're saying, are you PMSing? Are you like this, are you acting this way because of this certain thing that they stereotype women as?
I feel stereotyped not just because I'm a female, but I feel like that adds on to everything.
Guys feel like, oh, you're a girl, you probably like pink, you know. You probably like going to Victoria's Secret and shopping, or you like Air Pastel or something like that.
I would play in gym with all the kids, and then they would separate, like the girls would play basketball here, and the boys would play over there. I played with them, and then they screamed, the teacher screamed at me, you can't play with the guys because you're not a guy. I'm like, but we're all playing.
Everything has a stereotype, you know.
Dominican girls are viewed as bitchy because they're viewed as very loud and very opinionated.
A stereotype that they usually do in Mexico is that women have to clean, they have to be in the house, and they don't really work.
I feel like what people think of Japanese people are people who like have big eyes and try to be cute and say kawaii and stuff and watch anime a lot and stuff like that. And then they think like my African American side or ghetto.
It happens within my house, honestly. It's like a stereotype for my culture would be that women are supposed to get married and then we're like a housewife.
It's basically traditional where the lady or the woman would have to stay in the house, take care of the baby, clean, and have the food ready for her husband.
Well, I'm Hispanic. They all assume that they have a big butt. And like, if you don't have it, I hate hearing, oh, you don't have that? Oh. And also like the food, like they assume all Hispanic women cook good food and that we all have to cook. I would say yes, because from back then to now, you could see the change.
In society, there's a lot of still stereotypical roles that women have to play. They always like the damsel in distress. I feel like we're far from that there's going to be any change.
I believe that society has a major impact on women's role in society. I feel like this generation is like critiquing women for wanting to be equal to men.
Even for jobs, they think they can do better than you because men were made to do jobs and women were supposed to stay home and take care of kids, cook and stuff.
Still going on today, women still get paid less. Women still get treated unfairly because they are women. We all deserve the same respect that we give back. And if women don't get that certain respect, how would you expect us to live a more prospered life in this society? So I feel like this society should like view women the same as they should view men.
Scrolling through Tumblr one day. I really was. I was scrolling through Tumblr. I was searching up the reason. I came across something very, very interesting. I saw something that really pissed me off. This post, it was literally a statistic that men categorize women in 4 different categories. 1, virgins. 2, bitches. 3, mothers. 4, sluts. I'm sorry, I didn't know all women, all different women, whether you be black, white, fat, skinny, whatever race, how you view yourself, I didn't know, despite all that, you were categorized in only 4 categories.
I feel like we do stereotype guys.
Yes, we do stereotype guys sometimes.
I think we believe that all boys, I guess, not all boys, but like most boys are fuck boys.
I feel like our stereotypes are like, they don't really affect them like the way they affect us, like our future.
Women think that like they're just being played by men, they're just viewed as toys or objects based on like society's like perception of boys.
They act really strong. In actuality, they need comfort from somebody, and they want the support from somebody else.
We work just as hard as men. Okay, we're human. At the end of the day, we all have skeletons in us. We all have flesh and bones, you know. And what makes them more different, you know?
Like, you're always gonna find guys, boys or men that are pretty arrogant, and they think they're better than you, or they're smarter just because they're a guy.
We just stay in one place because we're not doing anything. We always think that, oh, they're like the same. No, we're not.
I feel like it's a slow progression.
Even in social media, when you're listening to videos and you're watching that new video that came out from our favorite artist, half the time, even though the beat is fire or is a beat we jam to, if you take away the music, if you just put the music on mute and you look at the video, look at what the girl is doing. The girl is strewn about half naked and shaking her body in a weird way, because that is society's view of sexy. That is basically what society wants.
Basically, when like a woman has an opinion or anything that's on their mind, they're basically called a bitch because people presume that they have an attitude just because they're speaking their mind. However, if a man says what they believe is right, they just think he's just a regular guy saying what's on his mind.
I think this goes back about a long time ago when how men were in higher position and they thought that they were more superior to women.
This is not feminism. Well, it kind of is, and it's kind of not.
Because we're jealous.
They're jealous.
We have the need to feel like we're better than other women, so we can boost our confidence.
They just want to bring them down because their self-esteem is down, and by making other people feel down, make them feel higher in position.
But mostly because we're jealous or we envy another. I feel like men need to stop acting like they're like all better, and they could say, oh, you're a slut because you're showing my belly or something like that. Like, oh, you're wearing a V-neck shirt. Oh, she's a slut because of that.
They see a girl wearing a crop top or a short, whatever, they'll be like, oh, look at her, she's like a slut.
Literally, we are the world. We give birth to the next generation of men. We have them in our belly for almost like 9 months. We give birth to them. We cater to their needs for more. So for them to grow up and say women are their property, not fair.
We ain't property.
We're not property.
We are not property.
We are not property.
We are not property.
Women are not property.
We are not property!
Women are not property. Women are definitely not property.